Hood Talk News, we on fire.
Yo, 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 what's good, man? Man. We got Bubba Gump back in the hood today, man. Yeah, we got old Bubba in the hood today, man. And he's talking about Big U in there trying to get him to turn into, you know what I'm saying, start talking like him. He say Big U in there talking and he want him to start talking like him, which you can't believe nothing this dude say, man. And we got Willie D. He got old Coach Vlad sitting in his office today, you know what I'm saying, in his podcast or whatever it is. He got him in there today, you know what I'm saying, and he's talking to him about Farrakhan. But with no further ado, man, let's get into this.
Big Useless, a.k.a. Big Uterus, is still talking. He's just goofy.
What do you mean? What is he talking about?
Basically, he was telling me, man, if I talk like Eugene Henley, nobody would mess with me. But I said,
yeah, man, you got to stop talking like Bubba Gump, man. Come on, man. Man, I don't believe nothing this dude say out of his mouth. He's trying to get stories in again, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Big U and talk like Big U and stuff like that because everybody respect it. I'm like, bro,
The boy trying to go viral.
you're the police.
Listen, I don't even know why he's conversating with you anyways to begin with, honey. You need to stay far, far away from that dude because he's trying to set you up for whatever. I don't know. Stay far away from that nigga. Like real talk.
I know.
Set him up. He already in there. There's nothing left to do. Y'all is crazy. It's nothing left to do. They got him. Okay? It's nothing left for Big U to set him up on nothing to do. The Fed already laid out their case when they came and got these dudes, man.
No, but he's a sweetie pie.
Honey, did you hear what I said?
Boy, you might be a sweetie pie in a minute, boy. You keep on with that now.
I know.
I told you there's a big dude in that prison, boy, named Butch, and he waiting for that sweetie dude. Sweetie, ooh, boy, he wants you bad.
Still a sugar plum.
Honey, did you hear what I said? You need to understand what I'm saying and stop with this nonsense.
Now, he need to stop with the nonsense, man. For real, man. The dude is delusional. He's in that, he want to be famous even in jail, man. I told you, when these dudes die, they going to be in heaven talking about, God, man, just tell me how many likes I got. Boy, I rest in peace. Just let me know how many views and likes I got, man. Dude in jail trying to go viral, man. Come on, man. Hey, man, we got Willie D in here with old Vlad, man. And Vlad is giving a public apology to Farrakhan, Minister Farrakhan. So we're going to listen to this here, man, and we're going to talk about it. Let's get into it.
Studio. Vlad is... Hold on, I'm finna say it.
Vlad is night.
Your name. I'm finna get it. Vladislav Leobowski.
Vladislav, just what you just called Vladislav, man. Come on, man.
I'm Leobovny.
Lil Bobby. Oh, my God. This dude, what is his last name? Lil Bobby, man. Come on, man.
Vladislav Lubovny.
Yeah. Lubovny. Okay.
That was the name I was born with.
Lubovny.
Yeah.
Lubovny.
Well, I don't know why I thought you had 4 syllables in your last name.
Lubovny, 3.
So it's 3.
Yeah.
Lubovny. Okay. Yeah. All right. And famously known as Vlad.
Man, we calling this dude Lou Bobley now. That's his name, Lou Bobley, man. Vladislav.
The man behind Vlad TV. Hey, man, the last time that I was on your show was like 2020, I think, right?
About that time, yeah.
That was 2020.
Yes.
And that's because something very interesting happened around that time.
Yeah.
So we're going to get right into that.
Yeah.
You've built your platform off of Black culture and voices.
Right on. Yep, yes you did.
And yet when it came to Farrakhan, you misquoted him and refused to apologize, and which led to a lot of people in the hip-hop community coming at you and disassociating themselves with you, most notably Godfrey and Lord Jamar, who were regulars on the show.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't disassociate myself with you. I remained friends with you.
Correct.
but I did boycott doing your show.
Yes.
I boycotted the show.
Right.
And
now you're back.
and I did that because
with him on your show.
Farrakhan is one of those people that I hold in high regard to such a degree that, I'm actually glad he was born. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think people walk around with that type of thing. Like, man, I'm glad this guy was born. I'm glad we have this guy. No, Farrakhan has done like a lot of good in our community, and he saved a whole lot of black people. So when you refuse to apologize to Farrakhan, I took offense to that. And I told you that, right?
Yeah.
On more than one occasion.
Yeah, no, we had multiple conversations on the phone about it.
Right,
yeah.
right.
Yeah, it's funny how Vlad, you know what I'm saying? And you can't fault him for that. Same way black people stand strong for each other, how we should stand strong for each other. That's the way, you know what I'm saying, he stand for white people, you know what I'm saying? And there's no racist statement, man. But why he won't make money off them, man? Why he won't make money off them? You gonna fight and say things, you gonna make money off them then. Don't go and fight the war and then go back to talking about us, bro. Come on now.
And, you made a statement that read, at the time, you said, on Friday, Vlad TV posted an interview with D.L. Hughley where I referenced part of Farrakhan's speech about Jews. After our interview was released, I was made aware that there was a later part in Farrakhan's speech where he clarified those points. Based on that info, we removed that part of our interview, changed the title, and removed the social media post. Although I don't agree with some of Farrakhan's statements, Vlad TV has always reported on people accurately and will continue to do so.
Mm-hmm.
So where you stand today?
I've changed my stance about this.
Okay.
Yeah. He ain't had no choice. He was forced to change it. Because he went, see the guests, you know what I'm saying? All his guests is us. He had to think about it, you know what I'm saying? That's all it was. He started losing guests. Nobody didn't want to mess with him. So he had to retract his statements, man. Adam getting all the business.
And why did you do that?
Hey.
Well, at the time,
They're about the Fed about to cancel his show, man. Adam getting more indictments, man. Come on now.
I had some people around me who I thought had my best intentions, who I realized later on didn't and had their own agendas. And sometimes when you get into situations like
blah, 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 blah.
Like this, you choose the people around you as opposed to the public, because the people around you are the people that you have to deal with every day and are closer to you. The public you could deal with. We all deal with public backlash and so forth. So at the time, I decided to go with that direction, even though it didn't really sit right on me. But over time, I got to see some of those people's true colors. And I started to really think of the moment that I was actually going to come forward and talk about it. And you being my actual friend and us talking about it for years and years, I felt that if I was going to do it, I was going to do it on this platform. Because I've done dozens of interviews since then, right?
Why? Could that have made it right if you came on a black platform? Come on, Vlad. Come on now. It's just the point of you always, you know what I'm saying, got your opinion about our culture, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't do that, man. Go do that in your own culture. Straight up, man.
Right. And I've always said before my interviews, no Farrakhan questions. And everyone's always respected that. Just like I respect people when they come to my platform to say the same thing. But I feel like at this time, especially with what's happening between Israel, Jews and Muslims around the world, I don't feel that this stance of, both parties just kind of buckling down and saying that we're not going to see the other person's side and so forth hasn't done anybody any good. So I feel as a prominent person in hip hop who is Jewish, probably one of the.
I can't tell you Jewish. It's like, yeah, you love your people a lot. You know what I'm saying? You have so many opinions in our culture, but then when it comes down to it, you know what I'm saying, you want to stand for yours. You get what I'm saying? Man, you make money off us, you would think you want us. You would think anything Farrakhan say, you would be down with the whole movement, anything, man. How you over here making money off us? Come on now.
small handful of people in hip hop who are Jewish and are openly Jewish about it, I felt that it was my duty to try to fix things. Because ultimately, when you look at the relationship between the Nation of Islam and the Jewish community, it's never been good. And what does that accomplish for both parties? Nothing. Am I right?
Right.
So I felt that it was time to address it. And I told you for, a little while now that when I address it...
If we gonna come together, y'all, this dude is not the voice of reason. I promise you he ain't.
I'm going to address it with you. And that's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, you kept your word.
Yeah.
You kept your word.
Yeah.
How bad did it get out there? Because I can only, we didn't talk about every single instance that came up that was a remnant of that action.
Mm-hmm.
So how bad did it get?
I think it personally got bad because some of the people that I was thinking, like in the same way that you and I had conversations, those conversations remain private, right?
Right.
I respect you, you respect me, and when we have these types of conversations and I open up to you and I say certain things about what's happening, I know that the next day you're not going to run to the internet and say, something Vlad told me in a personal phone call that he really feels this way and so forth. So I was talking to a number of people who I thought we had relationships. I thought they were my friends. I thought that we were, there's a level of trust and so forth.
Man, you ain't nobody friend. Nobody can't trust you.
Only to have those people turn around and start making videos the next day about these conversations, and these conversations weren't represented properly a lot of times. Things were twisted up. Things were changed and so forth to make me look bad and make the person look good. And that hurt. That hurt because some of these people had been in my home. I've extended myself to those people. I fed them. I helped promote them and so forth. And I thought there was a mutual respect. So I think that was the most hurtful part. The public is the public. We all deal with our... over time, I've dealt with this lots of times. The public being mad at me. And eventually they get over it and you go back to business.
And that's what you know. That's why you keep doing what you're doing.
But some of those relationships that I no longer have, that I had at the time, and the way that those relationships fell apart, that's what really hurt the most.
Yeah.
And that's why I respected our relationship, because you said, listen, I don't agree with your stance, and I'm not going to do your show for a while, but I would never go out and bash you publicly, which over the last 5 years you never did. Even when you had people on the show that didn't agree with what I said, you didn't go overboard with letting them just kind of trash me on your show. So that to me was the most difficult part.
Yeah. I think, for me, that's the way that I rock, right? But here's the thing that, because I have a lot of reverence for Godfrey and for Lord Jamar. And so the way I operate is this. Like, when you hurt somebody, you don't get to dictate how they respond. Mm-hmm. So, and I don't know if you I know that you apologized, but I don't know if you really understand the depth of how people feel about Farrakhan. Like, he's not a regular dude. Mm-hmm. Like, I know he's a human being like us, and he bleed and breathe just like everybody else. Mm-hmm. He gets colds, and what I'm saying, his stomach hurts sometimes from get food poisoning.
Well, Willie D look like he in a Farrakhan trance. Boy, look at him.
I got all of that. But Farrakhan is so revered because he take the hits. Heavy is the head that wear the crown. Mm-hmm. And he has worn the crown for a long time. And his head has been heavy for a long time for wearing that crown. And, he's been misrepresented, misunderstood for a long, long, long time. What I want to know is, when Farrakhan does talk about Jews, oftentimes when he do talk about Jews, he talk about he speaks specifically. He don't put everybody in one bunch and say, this is all you guys. He talk about specific guys who did this, or did that, or did that. Mm-hmm. What I want to know is, like, why is it that it seems to me like most of the Jewish community have an issue with Farrakhan speaking the truth? Because he don't lie. When he speaks things, when he talk about things, he speak on the truth. He just talk, this happened, this happened, this happened, this who did it, you know? And he do the same thing with black people. I've been on stage with Farrakhan, and he called people out sitting on the stage, including me. Mm-hmm. Like he just tell the truth. He just speak on, you know, what's righteous. Mm-hmm. So I don't have a problem with if I do something and somebody call it out or whatever. I really don't have a problem with that, because if I didn't want to have a problem with that, I wouldn't have done it.
Yeah. Well, I think there's a certain knee-jerk reaction when someone who's not of your immediate group talks about your group, right?
Okay.
Well, if you know that, why you do it?
I hear that.
A black person can talk about other black people, but when a white person talks about black people, it's a problem.
Yeah.
Why you want to talk about black people? Why you don't talk about your own people, man? It's so much stuff going on in your world, you know what I'm saying, that you could be talking about, good and bad. But no, you want to come over here and invade and start confusion. That's all you're doing, straight up.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, when you look at, like, the Breakfast Club, and it was the...
And it ain't no racial statement. It ain't no racial statement, man. Because listen, man, if you gonna talk about another culture and it ain't nationwide news, you know what I'm saying, and you just digging and finding, you know, little local rappers and stuff like that, and you just talking about little stuff in the culture, you know what I'm saying, it ain't no nationwide news that Vlad grabbed. Vlad will grab some neighborhood stuff and turn it into nationwide news, and then it look all bad for us, man. All bad for us, man.
Owner of...
when he ain't had no business there. No business.
The Eagles, I believe, was on the show and was saying, you know, he doesn't like how black people attack other black people like Meek Mill, and they call him gay and stuff like that. And there was a big backlash over that.
Yeah, I remember.
Boy, listen, man, and this ain't no racial statement, man. We don't like how school shootings, we don't like how churches, by your people, bro. We don't like how a lot of that stuff go on, bro. Straight up, man, we not really doing that type of stuff. Now, we got a lot of stuff we got to fight our community for. But that's what I'm trying to say. Everybody got their hands full. Go help your community. We don't need you over here, man, because you're just looking like a culture vulture. And we know you're just here to make money. If it wasn't nail dime involved, you wouldn't care. Straight up, bro.
Remember that guy?
Right.
Was he the owner of the...
Was it the Eagles?
Was it the Eagles? It was that guy that do the parties, right?
Yeah, right, that guy.
Him.
Yeah,
I
forgot. Maybe he's not the owner of the Eagles. He owns some sports team.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm misrepresenting him because I'm just trying to, like, you know, address what you're...
And listen, man, none of this stuff is nothing racist, man. I'm telling you, man, we too far past being racist. Come on now. We too past all that. But we just saying right is right and wrong is wrong. I don't care who it is. Straight up.
What you're saying. But he made comments about the black community.
Yeah.
And there was a huge backlash over it.
Right.
And he said that someone who I respect more than anyone else reached out to me and showed me the error of my ways and let me apologize. He was probably talking about Jay-Z.
Okay.
Which is what most people thought. But that's the thing. When
Jay-Z told him mind his own business, good or bad. Just stay out of that, man. You ain't got nothing to do with this stuff.
People have a certain level of leeway of talking about their own group. I could talk about how I don't like how the Israeli government is handling the conflict with Hamas. I could say how it's too heavy-handed. I could say that I'm not a fan of...
It's just we got a lot of trauma in our past from your people, Vlad. You know what I'm saying? And it's just not no racism. And we know you ain't had nothing to do with it, you know what I'm saying? But your ancestors did, man. So it's just like when you get into something, you know what I'm saying, with your old lady, Vlad. When you get something with your old lady, you know what I'm saying? She gonna bring up everything from the past. You get what I'm saying? So... it's going to be, if you did something in the past just as bad, she going to bring it up. And that's just how we feel. You know what I'm saying? It's lingering there. You know what I'm saying? So if you try to start something and you try to say, woo, 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 guess what? We going to reflect on that past. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is he saying something for because of woo, woo, woo? You know what I'm saying? What your people did and all that stuff there. So therefore, you need to shut up, man. Just shut up, bruh.
Netanyahu and so forth. But I'm Jewish and I could say that. A Muslim person or a black person saying that might get accused of being anti-Semitic. But it's the same statement from both people. But based on the person saying it, it's going to be taken a different type of way. So I think that's what happens. You know, when you have someone like a Farrakhan talking about the black community, everyone's cool with it. But he starts talking about other communities, then people have more of an issue with it.
Okay, I get that because when
Hey, and I don't tell Farrakhan to talk about y'all community, you know what I'm saying? But 9 out of 10, when he do talk about your community, it's what he feel y'all doing to us. You get what I'm saying? It's a different, Vlad. It's not the same thing you doing over here. It's not the same thing. It's a different. You talking about us just to talk about us. You know what I'm saying? Just to make money off us. Farrakhan is talking about y'all to let it be known he don't like the mistreatment or whatever y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? You don't have no reason, no point, no nothing why you over here. Other than you making $1. You getting monetized off all this stuff here. It's bringing you good money. You doing what other white people are scared to do, Vlad. So you saying, okay, everybody in my race is going to be scared to do it. I'm going to take a chance to do it. And you know, and black people, I just got to say it, man, because we doing it right now. The dude is smart enough to know we would support him before we support our own. It's been doing it. We do it every day. We do it every day. Niggas happy about wearing another coat of clothes and spending more than the next dude next to him. Yeah, boy, you see these, boy, these Amiris, boy, you know how much I pay for these, boy, $5,000. Man, listen, you dumb. You dumb, man. There's so many black designs out here that independently own, you know what I'm saying, that you could have went and spent that money on, bro, and got a whole bunch of stuff. But we ain't gonna do that, man. We ain't gonna do that. Come on now. And I'm just, this right is right, wrong is wrong. Got nothing to do with racism.
I was making music, I was oftentimes accused of being racist, right?
Really?
and
Willie D said, Edgar Hoover, I wish it wasn't dead so I could put a bullet through your mother head.
and you know, we can get into the real definition of what
we know you put the hit on Martin Luther King.
what racism is, but I understand what they was trying to say. My point is that I would call out the government. I'd call out police officers who kill black folks who just almost always happen to be white. You know, the people in power who make these decisions that adversely affect the black community, you know, they just happen to be white. When I call them out specifically. I never said all of you, all white people, all of this, nothing. I'm always
Exactly. It ain't about everybody, man. It's the ones that's doing it, man. Come on now.
specific. So when I call them out, oh, he's a racist. Oh, he don't like white people. He's this, that, whatever. But when a white guy does it, he's a rebel. If I do it, I'm anti-Semitic. I'm
Anti-white.
I'm not a patriot. Yeah, I'm anti-white. You know, I'm not patriotic. But when a white guy does it, he's a rebel. You know, he's a patriot.
Right.
He's a patriot,
Right.
you know, like, and he's celebrated. But I get it. I get
It's
that
a double
part.
standard. I'm not saying it's fair.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's how most humans take it. It just is what it is. So I think that answers your question in terms of why is
They ain't
presented
answer
that way.
nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you?
Willie D is not understanding, you know what I'm saying? When they do it, it's maliciously, you know what I'm saying, against us, you know what I'm saying? Just for no reason. From the beginning of time, for no reason. Look at Vlad, for no reason. Other than money. Money, man. When we do it, we saying, help, stop. Don't do it to us no more. We just want a piece of the pie. We just want to get ahead. Why y'all trying to keep us back? We don't want no problems with y'all. Come on now.
You be willing to have a conversation with Farrakhan?
I was always willing.
Man, who is this dude, man? He ain't nobody that sit down with Farrakhan, man. He ain't the speaker from the other side, man. Come on now. They wouldn't even agree to that. Like, who he is, man. You about a podcast dude. Why would Farrakhan want to sit down with a podcast dude? He don't call no shots in their community. None whatsoever. If Farrakhan gonna sit down with the other side, you know what I'm saying? He gonna sit down with somebody that can help him change things and make the thing right. This dude can't help. He's a culture vulture, and Farrakhan know that. He see what he's doing. He see what he's doing to these guys out here. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. He's starting wars. He's bringing enemies on the show that's talking about enemies. I'm talking about man.
To have a conversation with Farrakhan. And that's, if I want to address some of the misconceptions, when I
go deeper than him just bringing them on there and people calling Vlad the police because they're indicting themselves, which they is. But when you bring these guys on here, you providing a platform for innocent people in their neighborhood to get hurt. Forget them. You providing a platform for them to come out here and start a turf war for innocent people in their neighborhood to get hurt. That's what you're doing wrong.
First, misquoted him. I had a relationship with the Nation of Islam. There was a guy I dealt with. I don't remember his name, but he was one of the people.
You don't remember the guy's name. You ain't never had no relationship with the Nation of Islam, man. Come on, sit on down somewhere, man.
People around Farrakhan. I had talked to him on a number of occasions. I'd actually used him to book security. So I had an NOI security guy that I used every so often, for certain situations where I felt it was appropriate. I'd interviewed multiple people from the Nation of Islam. Nuri Muhammad was one. Another, I forgot the name off the top of my head.
I saw that interview.
I saw a couple interviews.
Really good interview, too.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I also interviewed, Malcolm X's daughter and so forth. So I had what I felt was a relatively cool relationship with the Nation. Sorry, what was the question again? I lost my train of thought a little bit.
I asked you, would you be willing to sit down with
Right,
Farrakhan?
sorry. Thank you. So when this whole thing happened, the first phone call I got was from the guy.
This dude, no. Now, you probably big in this social media world where, with the hip-hop crowd. But Farrakhan is not finna sit down with you, man. He's not, man. You's nobody, man. You don't call no shot. You don't make no decision, man. You can't make no changes, man. Who is you? I
dealt with in the NOI. And the first thing he said was, hey.
Man, this dude look like Paul Bunyan. That's his name, Paul Bunyan, man that chopped down the trees.
Let's address this misquote. Do an interview with Nuri Muhammad about it. And I said, well, that doesn't make any sense because I wasn't talking about Nuri. I was talking about Farrakhan.
This dude is the devil, man. That's why his beard is red. Look at his beard, y'all. He got a red beard.
So I'm not going to have a conversation with someone who I was.
Boy, you using red Beijing, boy? I think he dyed his beard red. Look, y'all.
Wasn't talking about the person I was talking about. But if he's open to it, I'm willing to have a conversation with Farrakhan about it.
Hey, I love black, white people. I love Chinese people. I love everybody, man. I'm going to tell y'all right now, before you even think I'm a racist, I love everybody. But we going to have these conversations. We going to have these conversations. You know what I'm saying? We got to. Because I know I got some white followers that sit here when I get on these niggas. So we going to sit here and I'm finna get on him today because he ain't right. I call it like I see it. You know what I'm saying? I call it like I see it, man. There ain't no racist thing. I call it how I see it.
On or off camera. And he said, oh, well, you're just trying to get content. I said, well, no, I'll do it with your cameras. I'll go to his location. You guys could film it. You guys could edit it. You guys could put it out. I think this would be good for the Jewish community and the Muslim community right now. But he said, well, no, that's not going to happen. And I said, okay, that's fine. I respect it. And then that got twisted into
nobody.
Vlad will only apologize if he gets an interview with Farrakhan, which honestly was.
You nobody but a culture vulture. Is Farrakhan is not going to sit down next to you, man. See, a dude like this here, y'all, is only big as we make him. We sitting here, Vlad, oh yeah, sit down with Farrakhan. Willie D, you sound crazy. This dude is not sitting down with Farrakhan. Now, I like you, Willie D, but I got to tell you the truth, my brother. Farrakhan is not sitting down with this Paul Bunyan beard dude, man. And good dye to get used, red dye to.
Was never said. It was never said like that.
What if you had said something about Obama and Obama refused to sit down with you, but Biden was? Biden said, I'll sit down. I'll sit down with you. Had sat down with Biden, or would you?
Man, nobody's sitting down with Vlad, man. Ain't nobody sitting down with Vladimir, whatever you say his name is, man. Ain't nobody sitting down with Vladimir, man. Vladis or whatever his name is. Nobody. He's not that important, man.
Stood on.
Would I sit down with the vice president?
Willie D, come on, Willie D, man. Wait, look how Willie D looking, man. Willie D looking like, man, I'm gonna jump across this dude. I'm gonna jump across this table and grab this dude in the name of Farrakhan.
President? Yes, I would. But would I sit down with some cabinet person in Obama's administration? No.
See,
man, Vlad, go chop down some trees, man. You at the wrong place. You didn't even look hip hop, man. What is this dude doing, man? Dude got on a Mexican tree chopper shirt. Oh, man.
But from what I understand, Nuri was not the vice president of the Nation of Islam at the time. I don't know where he is now.
Yeah, he may not have been the vice president, but he's a major player.
Okay.
So this.
I wasn't aware of his role in it, but for me, it was like, I don't want to have this turn into.
I ain't even gonna put that on Mexicans, man. They won't wear no shirt that bad, man. That's bad, Vlad. I don't know where I don't care if it's Versace. I don't care is it whatever it is. I don't care. It don't fit you. Paul Bunyan should be in a lumberjack shirt.
Something that it's not. You see what I'm saying? I talked about this person.
No, we don't.
Me and this person, I'm willing to have a conversation with him. But if he doesn't want to have it, that's totally fine. I'm extending.
He's not.
The offer. And, I've never actually.
Look how sarcastic he is with it. I'm extending the offer. Man, we talking about Farrakhan. That man is not finna sit down with you, man. He's not, man.
Actually spoken to him directly or anything else like that. I've heard different things.
Because he know Vlad is nothing. And he's a coach. Out of anybody y'all know, right? Farrakhan gonna be the first to see this dude as a culture vulture. Y'all know that. He gonna be the first to see it. This dude is a culture vulture. Why would he want to sit down with him?
Things from different parties around him. But at the end of the day, I just felt that it wasn't something that made sense to me at the time.
Right. I can see where you're coming from because, I mean, if you directed something toward a particular person, you would love to have that sit down and talk to that person. But if you can't, then, hey, you go with the next best thing that you can get close to, and especially if you're talking about somebody with rank. What I think that people need to understand about those of us who love Farrakhan is that Farrakhan is more important than the president to us.
Okay.
I respect that. He's more important than the president to us. So that's why we have that type of reverence for him. And that's why Royce the 5'9" said what he said about you, because he loves Farrakhan for real. Mm-hmm. Like we look at him like we're not worshiping him. What we're doing is respecting him. Mm-hmm. We respect the work that he put in and the sacrifices that he made.
Man, Vlad crossed the line, man. Vlad, whatever his name is, man. He crossed the line, man.
So when people say
just tell him that, Willie D.
Things that's offensive towards him, or they try to attack Farrakhan, then we take offense to that.
Right. And listen, you can't really take away the accomplishments that Farrakhan has made.
Willie D, don't let him get away with it. Let him get away with that, he'll be peeing on Malcolm X's grave. I'm telling you, man, you got to watch this dude, man.
The Million Man March, Justice or Else, and people like yourself who admire him and look up to him. Like, that's not easy to accomplish.
The people he's reformed.
Yeah.
We're talking about tens of thousands.
Yeah.
How many people do you know has done that? No, you can look at, name any pastor. You can't name one preacher out there who can take credit for actually reforming people who have been at the bottom of the barrel
Right.
and raised up out of the ashes and became responsible,
Right.
productive, loving, caring, generous human beings.
Yeah.
You cannot name one person that's alive.
I agree, man. And at the end of the day, you can't take a person's whole story and say, well, I don't like this one phrase he used on this one day and throw away all the other accomplishments. That's just not fair.
Right.
And
I'm going to take things you said on several days and throw away all your accomplishments, everything.
at the end of the day, also, it's just words, right? Like, I've never heard of Farrakhan saying something that triggered violence or triggered economic catastrophes or anything else like that. He said what he said. Some people, accept it. Some people don't. But ultimately, I've never heard of the Jewish community being hurt by Farrakhan's words. So to sit there and say,
So why you said something?
I despise this person and everything he does is out the window, when you look at what he's actually done for his own community, you can't deny it. And that was the
Then we look at what you done for his own community.
reason why I was interviewing NOI people. This is the reason why I had a relationship with certain people at NOI. I hired them for security and so forth. It was a respectful relationship until this happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, man, having the capacity to apologize
Yeah.
is not a weakness, it's an attribute.
Yeah. And let me be clear. I would like to apologize to Minister Farrakhan for misquoting him back in 2020.
Hey, he only human, but we know it ain't real, man. And you can see it all over this dude red. You can see it all over this dude red face, man.
Period.
There you go.
No ifs, but, or anything else like that. Point blank, period. This is what I'm doing on your show.
Now, that's honorable.
Thank you.
That's honorable.
And also, let me just say, this was not a decision based on pressure by anybody, by financial duress. It's not like I have to do this in order to turn the company around. The company's been doing fine all these years.
Boy,
It's not
Adam
because
taking you out, boy. You trying to turn it around. I don't care what you say.
I'm trying to get to a certain guest, and by doing this and so forth. No, there's no reason behind this except for it's the right thing to do. And I'm fully aware that a lot of people are going to hear this and say, fuck your apology. It's too late. We're not going to accept it. Whatever. And that's fine.
It's the way you coming with it, man. Come on, man.
Because this is not for those people. This is something that I felt I should do. And some people will accept
Boy, that boy in that water, boy, trying to swim up, boy, Adam pushing him down, boy.
it, and some people won't. And I'm fully aware going into that, what I'm doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boy, taking interviews and all now.
I cannot accept on anybody else's behalf but mine. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I accept, man, because I know it's sincere. And like you said, you didn't have to apologize. I mean, you're your own man. You're self-made. That's hard to get an apology out of a self-made person. It is very difficult to
Man,
get.
they ain't got nothing to do with that, Willie D, man. That man know that hurt Vlad TV a lot. Trust me, man. And then you got to look at it like this, too. He ain't have to do it, but he gonna do it, right? It's just like a rapper, right? That you be like, man, this man got millions. Why he still rapping at 50? You know what I'm saying? Because he's in love with the music. He's in love with the culture. He's in love with all that. He still want to be known as that. Get all the money and stuff. He didn't get into it because of that. You get what I'm saying? He got into it because he still want the notoriety too. He got in it for the money, but he got in it for the notoriety too. You know what I'm saying? And Vlad still want that notoriety, because without the notoriety, right, you really can't make no money. The notoriety bring you money. When everybody's saying Vlad TV, woo, 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 he had such and such on there, but if these guests saying, no, I'm not coming on there. No, I'm not coming there. After what he said, and he keep getting enough of that, trust me, it start weighing on him. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about how much money he got. He still want to be Vlad TV, the big dog on YouTube. Adam taking him up down, man, because he's doing more arrests than him.
An apology out of somebody who's loaded who got paper, who's paper.
Hey, Adam came through and hit he hit a whole Rico, man, quick on him. Boy, look, boy, Adam dropping him quick. Boy, he said he got to catch up with Vlad.
Keep it up, because oftentimes they got the attitude like, yeah, F the world, you know what I'm saying? I do what I want to do, and if it don't, there's no skin off my back, whatever, So I appreciate you, coming here and saying that.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on what's going on in Ukraine?
I mean, I was born there.
Yeah. And did you leave when you were 5?
About 5, yeah.
Okay. So what are your thoughts about Ukraine? You have aren't your parents Ukrainian and Russian?
Well, at the time it was Russia. It was the USSR.
Okay.
Ukraine was part of that whole conglomerate.
Right.
Almost like the United States, right? Imagine if the United States financially fell apart and California became its own country and Texas became its own country
Right.
and so forth. That's basically what happened to Russia in the early 90s, I think, late 80s, early 90s, around that time, where a bunch of the countries broke apart and became independent. So at the time that I was born, I was Russian. I was part of the USSR in the state of Ukraine. But after everything fell apart, Ukraine became its own country. So you could say I'm Russian, you could say I'm Ukrainian. It's
Dude don't even know what he is. That's why he be messing around in the black culture. He probably think he kind of black. He don't know what he is, man. You say I'm Ukrainian, you say I'm Russian. I don't know, man. I just fall in place, man. Wherever my car break down, that's what I am, man. He broke down in the hood one day. I'm from the hood now, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Go to talk about it.
technically both true.
But there's a lot of Russians still living in Ukraine.
Well, like, what is a Russian exactly? You see what I'm saying? Is it someone from...
What is a Vladimir? Vlad, Looney, or whatever.
Someone from Moscow to the Ukraine? Is it... It's a little fuzzy at this point because now they speak a different language. They speak Ukrainian, which is kind of like Russian, but kind of not.
I think if you're born there, if you were born in that region,
right?
Then
yeah, I mean, my parents were born in that region. I was born in that region.
What was the name of the region at the time?
It was Ukraine, which was part of Russia. Just like you could say you were born in Texas.
Yeah,
it was part of, you were born in Texas, but it's part of the USA. So you're from Texas, but you're American.
Right.
So we were from Ukraine, but we were Russian.
Right.
That's how it worked.
Right.
Yeah. But in terms of what's happening now, I mean, it's messed up. It's messed up. It's, me speaking about this prevents me from going back to Russia these days because I'm concerned that as big as my voice is, if I go over there, I could possibly get arrested.
Oh, we're going to get him. We're going to get him a ticket. Hey, we're going to get him a ticket, man. We're going to send to play like we send him to Bahamas, man. He is going to, we got to get him to Russia. That's all we got to do, y'all, is get him to Russia and we won't hear from him no more.
You've seen situations like this, like Brittany Griner.
Get him to Russia, y'all.
Who she had a vape pen and ended up in a prison. Yeah. There was a reporter who they said made some comments that was anti-Russian. There was some woman who donated to some Ukrainian fund that was put in jail because she donated like $5 to some Ukrainian charity. So
man, Russia is crazy, man. I'm never going there. Salute to everybody in Russia. I would never see y'all. You could come you could talk trash about me. I can't never get to y'all Russia. I can't, man. Y'all never see me. You'll never see me over there, man. Boy, Russia don't play. They tried to get that girl about, 75 years for a vape pen? Oh, my God, boy.
I remember I did an interview in Variety magazine where
all them little petty weed charges I caught, boy, I'd be up under the jail right now.
I spoke about it.
Hey, back in the day, how you catch them on little misdemeanors, you get out, you know what I'm saying, that day credit time served. You know what I'm saying? Boy, I'd be on a 100-year bid right now.
I've spoken about it multiple times. It makes me weary about going to Russia anytime soon, even though I've been there as a tourist.
No, we gonna get you there. We gonna get you there, boy. We gonna get you there, boy. We gonna tell you you're going to Bahamas or Puerto Rico or somewhere, boy. We gonna get you there, boy. We making sure we get you there.
Some years back, I don't think I would do it now.
Blamudo, whatever your name.
Locked up.
Yeah. What are your thoughts about people saying that coming on Vlad TV is a trap for criminals?
Mm.
You know, like, because people oftentimes, they tell on themselves when they come on Vlad TV. They talk about their past crimes, and sometimes that stuff is not, what do they call it? The statute of limitation is still open there, you know?
Well, I'm careful when it comes to statute of limitations. You've never heard me talking about an open murder case.
Shut up, Vlad. Just shut up, man. You done got more people locked up than anything, man. Come on, man. You do talk about them, man. And that ain't saying it's good or bad, but you got people locked up, man. You got people locked up.
Except for Keefe D. But Keefe D, before he came on Vlad TV, wrote a book about his open murder case.
Yeah.
So we spoke before the interview, and I said, are you willing to talk about what's in the book? And he was like, yeah. I said, okay. You have a book. It's on Amazon. It's not like some little private book. It's on Amazon. So in that case, and, you know, he felt like he had immunity because of the proffer agreement and so forth. So, you know, essentially he
He said, hey, I'm going to take advantage of this. Hey, let's get him on.
came in confident that he could
But we don't care. If he took out Park, hey, man, hey.
speak about it. So I took his word for it. But other than that, you really can't name anybody who has gone on Vlad TV and then that interview from Vlad TV has then put them in prison.
So
Not that I know of.
So here's my take on that.
Yeah.
So I hear a lot of people saying that, like, Vlad the police, you know,
Right.
Vlad this, and
Yeah, he is.
you know,
True factor.
he,
Yeah.
you know, you go in there and
Yeah,
you-
Booker T was the latest person to go on that rant.
is that right?
Yeah, me and Booker T. You know about this whole story?
No.
The whole Booker T. Swerve Strickland situation?
No, that's my boy, man. What up? What?
You want to get into it? You
As
want to talk
long as
about
it's
it?
not bashing Booker T.
Yeah, he gonna bash and look at what he did. Yeah, no, that's my boy, man. I don't want to get. Yeah, he gonna bash it.
Well,
If
it's
it's bashing
not-
him, I don't want to. Oh, that's my dog.
Well, it's not bashing him, but there is some truth behind the story. I mean, I can save the story. It's cool.
Yeah.
You don't want to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't. If it's
See that mess to your platform, Vladimir, whatever your name, Vladis Night.
it's gonna bash him, I don't want to
Well,
bash
it's
him.
not bashing, but there was some stuff that was said back and forth
Yeah.
during the course of this
Yeah.
this
Okay.
interaction.
I got it. I respect that.
Yeah, I respect Booker T as well.
Yeah.
You know, and I can tell you the story, you know, off camera, and you'll kind of get a better idea of what happened.
Vlad, who cares, man? Nobody don't care nothing about that story, man. Nobody, man, don't want to hear it on air, off air. Why man always do that? Just like he did with the Nipsey stuff. Oh, I'll show y'all, I'm show you, you know what I'm saying? Nobody don't care to be messy like you, man. Dusty beard, Paul Bunyan, red dye, boy.
Yeah. So here's my take on people coming on the show and people saying that, you know, they're snitching on themselves and you getting people locked up. Okay, this is a viral moment. If a motherfucker kills somebody in our community, that motherfucker deserves to get locked up. So I don't give a damn how he get locked up. I don't care what show he go on and what he say to get his ass locked up. He deserves to be fucking locked up. You know, I don't understand that. Like, you go in there, nah, fuck that. Fuck that.
Nigga, listen, Willie D. Now, I like you, Willie D, but that ain't what Vlad just doing only. You know what I'm saying? And you niggas is sitting here making it look like that's all he doing. Yeah, he get niggas come on there. He get a lot of bad niggas out of our neighborhood, but you forgetting one thing, right? He come on here, he do this. You're saying he ain't hurt nobody, he ain't doing nothing, right? He's starting wars in our community. That's what he's doing. He's doing that also, right? And he's making money off our community, really, D. He's doing that also. How much he give back to our community? No, he's going back to his community. I guarantee you he's giving back to them more than ever. Off the pain in our community, man. You don't see this, man? You see the time, yo, he's taking people out the neighborhood. Yeah, but he's starting wars in the neighborhood at the same time, man. So therefore, he need to shut up. You know what I'm saying? Let's just shut up, man. I'd rather, you know what I'm saying, somebody of that culture make the money and give it back to the culture. You know what I'm saying? than this dude who ain't finna do nothing for us but start a bunch of gang wars and all type of stuff going on because of this dude. Because he let both parties come on, like I said before. They say something about this person, they say something about that person, and guess what? The innocent people in the hood is getting took out behind this, because now he's starting a turf war, and these guys are going and shooting at each other because he heard them say something on Vlad. You ain't thinking about that part, bro. Come
because
on now.
You can't have it both ways. You can't be disgusted by...
Him and Adam is providing a platform. There's a lot of black platforms out here right now, and y'all can agree with me, that ain't providing this type of work, what they provide. We smart enough, a lot of us smart enough to be like, no, bruh, I'd rather let them bring it. I talk about, but no. We're not providing the platform for these dudes to come and start wars in our community. You got some out there that is, but the majority of us ain't. We talking about what these dumb, stupid dudes is coming on y'all platform talking about in our community, man. That's starting stuff. These people got to live in these communities, man. He ain't helping nothing. He's starting wars, man. He's not helping something. To get one dusty nigga that already the feds was already watching and was going to get up out of there anyway. He's starting all these wars and stuff. Before they can get him, they done killed half of the neighborhood, man. Come on, man. This dude is no help to us, man. So stop trying to make it like he is.
The lack of love for human life. You cannot act like you care so much about the community when you see people killing their own people. Just like they're in a video game.
Yeah, and I agree with you on that, Willie D. You know what I'm saying? I agree with you on that. We listen, half of the people that say community don't care about the community. Just like half of the people that say God, you don't care. They not really godly people. Because I'm going to tell you like this here. A person that talk about God a lot, 9 out of 10, they not godly. Because the one thing about it, man, I'm going to tell y'all something way more better than praying. Way more better than praying is your action. Because a lot of people get on their knees and they pray and they come out here and they say, God, but God follow your actions, man. If you ain't living the same way you praying, then what are you praying for? He looking at your actions. He looking at the dude that maybe didn't get on his knees this week to pray, right? He ain't praying a minute, right? But he's looking at his actions, right? Every time that dude go out there and he lose a job, he ain't going to sell no dope. He ain't going to rob nobody. Know what he doing? He's going to apply for another job and still trying to get it the right way. That's what God look at, man. He look at you living by him, doing the right things all the time, man. That's what he look at. Y'all think because y'all getting down saying, yeah, I prayed today, I'm good now. Come on, man. Come on, man.
And then when somebody comes on any show, doesn't matter if it's Vlad or any show, and slips up and says something that can get them locked up for a crime that they committed against their own community. You got a problem with that? I don't. Lock that motherfucker up. Lock his funky ass up. Yeah, keep on coming on Vlad. Keep on coming over here talking. Keep talking your business, because Vlad ain't putting no gun to nobody's head. Vlad ain't put one gun.
And Vlad ain't put one dime in that community. He made all his money off of it. Yeah, you got one dude off the street that's messing up the community, but he was going to go anyway. He was going to go anyway. Why you had to start a war with the guys that he going through it with around the corner? You get what I'm saying? Now they coming around here and they shooting at anybody in that area. You know what I'm saying? Anybody. Innocent people are getting hit, Vlad, behind your stupidity, man. Come on now.
To one person's head.
So you can make a couple dollars.
And said, all right, motherfucker, tell us everything you know, or I'm going to shoot you right here now.
And don't get me wrong, Vlad. I know there's a lot of black podcasters out here that's doing the same thing you doing, but let us hold our own people accountable. Let us hold them accountable. You know what I'm saying? You don't fit in the equation, man. For real, man. Let us hold them accountable. But it's hard to pick them out when you and no jumper is the biggest thing in the black community, and you ain't that. Come on now.
You know, so nah, I'm not with that, man. I'm not with that. I think it's hypocritical to act like you care about the community and you love the community, but at the same time you protect savages. You protect uncivilized mutts who prey on our community, who prey on our women and our children, and even our men, our young boys, who prey on them. And, you know,
man, I've never seen so many community leaders and want the community to be better and everything, and don't do and have chances, plenty of chances to really, you know, make the community better. Vlad done made billions off of us, man. Well, million, you know, I'm just over-exaggerating talking. But he done made millions off of us. He didn't build one black school, black library, one no black house, but he ain't do nothing for our community. But help take some guys out, help take some people out. That's it, man. Started confusion. Him in no jumper, man. Come on, man.
Make their life.
I don't know, man. Willie D, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. I don't know what's going on. I see your eyes like this and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You act like you're in a trance on something, man. I don't know what's going on. And I ain't talking about no drugs or nothing. I ain't never known Willie D to be on no drugs. I ain't never known to be on nothing. So I ain't talking about that. I'm just talking about, like, I don't know what's going on in his head. Straight up.
Life's difficult. You make it difficult to just, man, in many of our neighborhoods, just walking to the store is an adventure. Okay, I'll be right back. You got the hug tight.
He ain't lying. He ain't lying. Now, he telling the truth on that. He telling the truth, and that's why I say when these guys come on Vlad, just walking to the store could get them killed off of something they said on Vlad. It done happened already several times.
Right, because you don't know if they're coming back. See, I lived that. So I'm not with that.
We all did. Vlad, then he skipped the school. He skipped the school, man. He ain't have to worry about none of that.
That with protecting people that bring harm to our community. You got people out here killing our sons, killing our daughters.
Yeah. And I'm with Willie D on that, man. I'm with Willie D on everything he's saying. But Vlad is not included in that. Everything he's saying about Vlad, I can't agree with. I can't agree with none of that stuff.
They come on a show and they say something that incriminates them. Keep talking, motherfucker.
Well, I'll say this, and I'm not going to go into the details because this is your man and so forth, but in the process of the back and forth that was happening between me and Booker T and so forth, I had brought to light, there's a...
Look, he ready to... See, that's what I'm saying. See, Willie D had to even stop this culture vulture in his tracks and tell him, no, me and Booker T is cool. I don't want to even hear about it. You know what I'm saying? Because he was ready to try to get something going. If Willie D would have laughed on it, he would have went in on Booker T. You get what I'm saying? Now, Booker, this how he do. He a culture vulture. He try to get things going, man, get things started. But Willie D was smart and stopped him in his tracks. No, we ain't finna talk about that. You're just finna get ready to try to embarrass Booker T, man.
A guy who is a registered sex offender. And I had posted a picture of him.
You ain't talking about cowboy.
During the course of his back and forth. And the next day, news broke that he was arrested for violating his registered sex offender guidelines by not like registering like cars and emails and other stuff like that.
Wow, you saved the whole world, Vlad. Come on, man.
So he got locked up the next day. So
look at Paul Bunyan. He happy like he did something good.
If you want to say I locked people up, I locked up this registered sex offender.
Whoa, one's registered sex offender, and the rest is hood violence and wars and stuff you created. Come on, man.
I'll stand on that.
Right.
You know, not from an interview.
And y'all recruited a couple dummies with y'all, like WAC 100 academic, you know what I'm saying, in the gang. You know what I'm saying? Y'all recruited a couple just to make it look good. So when we point the finger at you, y'all can say, academics do the same thing. WAC 100 do the same thing. But look who hired them. Look who brought them on. You know what I'm saying? You got some dummies out there, some dumb niggas out there that'll do anything, man. For real.
Review from a post that I did that started to go viral, and then all the, Yahoo and Sports Illustrated started picking up and so forth. But yeah, I'll stand behind that.
Yeah. I don't think most people going to have a problem with that because...
I don't think so
because
either.
I think we want to know where they are. We want to know who lives next. We want to know if we got a sex offender or a serial killer living next door to us.
Right. A registered sex...
Man, listen, man, you think Vlad talk more than the hood? We gon' know. We gon' know. I hate when they say, oh, we want to know. Man, a nigga can't get food stamps next to you and you don't know. So you tell we want to know. We always know, man. The hood always know. We don't need Vlad to help us out. We gonna know anyway, man.
Sex offender.
Niggas talking about
Yeah. We want to know that.
Yeah, and he was arrested for sexual assault of a 12 to 15-year-old. So yeah, like I said in my post, good riddance.
Yeah.
Well, auntie that sit on the porch all day long, she gonna tell the whole neighborhood. We gonna know, boy.
Yeah.
Have you spoken at all to Godfrey?
We was knowing before the internet. And we were getting them up out. We were knowing, man. We already knew this stuff.
Lord
Help
Jamar.
us out.
No.
Not at all.
Trying to make it like he's some help service for us. Yeah, I'm getting to clean up the community. Man, you ain't no help service. You was a culture vulture, man. You hurting our community.
Not at all.
What are your thoughts about ever patching that up?
I think it's possible.
And the reason why I asked that, man, because
Them boys walked off of that statement he made. You know what I'm saying? Them boys left, boy. They said they ain't dealing with him. And they realized they ain't been back since.
it's almost like y'all are joined at the hip. When I think about Vlad TV,
Now, due to this interview, right, with Willie D doing all this hyping and all this stuff here, they might end up coming back. That's how these culture vultures work, man. Vlad finna get on the phone after the interview and get him a call. They coming back, man. That's how they work. We're going to see which one. Now, Lord Jamal, he might stick and stand on 10 toes and be like, man, I don't care nothing about that. I ain't going on the show no more. You know, I don't care about no apology. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. We'll see, man. We'll see.
and I'm talking about from years back, I'm not talking about right now. I'm thinking about, it's like, the people who was there helping build the blocks,
Mm-hmm.
And they were very much involved. I mean, and you helped them as much as they help you.
Yeah, no,
Right.
I think it was a mutually beneficial
Yeah.
relationship with everyone involved. Yeah. Look, at the end.
You didn't do nothing, Vlad. You needed status, celebrity status or whatever to make a show. We didn't know the Paul Bunyan beard, red faced man behind the camera, man. We didn't know you. So you didn't build nothing. All we heard was your voice asking them questions. Anybody, you could have took an AI and did that and called it Vladimir TV, man. Come on, man.
At the end of the day,
We didn't need you.
nobody got killed. Nobody got hurt. There were some words spoken. And at the end of the day, words are words. The older I get, the more I realize how little power words really have and how people put too much power in other people's words.
Well, I do agree with the second part of what you said. We put too much power in other people's words. But that first part, words are not just words. Because if you
Yeah.
think about this. Think about how many people we're walking on right now who are dead prior to an argument. They were killed. Like, before they were killed,
Think of how many people are dead prior to a Vlad interview. Come on now.
an argument ensued.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere down the line, that was
Think of how many people in jail because of Vlad.
an argument.
Yeah.
And maybe that argument, it morphed into a.
And Vlad, listen, man. Vlad is working. I don't care what nobody say. He's the lead detective on every case. The money is good. He's not leaving our community. Y'all just look around. He ain't going nowhere.
a physical conflict, confrontation or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But typically, most people who get killed, if you think about everybody that you know who's ever been killed, that was an argument that ensued prior to them being killed.
Right.
And this is why you have to be careful
Most people get killed these days. It was a Vlad interview prior to them getting killed.
with words because words can trigger
Yes. Well-
an emotional response
Correct.
that can get you killed.
No.
And that's what I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Them words that they speaking on his platform, they go back to the hood, and they can have their baby in the car. They can be around their family, and they done struck a nerve by running their mouth on one of these platforms like a Vlad or No Jumper that get the reach because everybody else ain't like them. Like, you name one other black, you know what I'm saying, other than academics, but academics don't have the guests on there doing that type of stuff. Hey, man, tell me when to come on, man. He already done took down Chirac. He ain't got to do it no more.
I understand that.
Hey.
And what I'm saying is,
Hey, he said he got one state already want him. He can't have, the whole, rest of the states looking for him, man. Come on now.
Is I can't control the way my words affect.
Academic learned with Chicago. This dude here, he into the whole black community everywhere, all over the world.
Affect other people, but I can't control the way other people's words affect me. And what I realized is that I took over time.
You took over, yeah. You took over the community, yeah.
I spent too much energy on other people's words when they were just words.
You spent too much energy on that dye and that beard, man. Man, that stuff too red, man. Come on, man. That beard is red, man. Come on now.
And that was a growth that I had to go through.
That boy looked like a reject Santa Claus, man. Like he went to the mall that day when he sprayed it red and said, hey, yeah, I'm here for the Santa Claus auditions. They turned him around.
And you really see this, like, for example, like with Kanye right now. Like, Kanye is really almost trying to prove this point that he could say whatever he wants and people will just have to deal with it and he'll just keep going on.
Kanye is a Looney Tune, man. He's something, he's musically, he's a genius, yes. But like I told y'all before, most musical genius, something wrong with them. They crazy, something wrong with them, man.
On with his life.
Hey, that's not encouraging young people that want to make it in music to go out and act crazy, because you might not make it, okay?
He called his mother a lesbian.
You got to be naturally crazy, okay? You can't just pick up crazy overnight and say, oh, I'm going to make it because I'm crazy. I'm not saying that.
He said all types of things about Jews. He said all types of things about black people. He wears a Klan outfit. He has an iced out swastika. He called Jay-Z's kids.
Listen, you and Wack got to stop bringing up Kanye and Orlando Brown because they get a pass. Something mentally is wrong with them, man. Come on now.
It's retarded. Like, you'd be hard-pressed to find someone more offensive with their words. I mean, maybe a Charleston White, but Charleston doesn't have a voice like Kanye, right? Kanye's a global phenomenon.
Boy, Charleston coming for you now, boy. You shouldn't say he ain't got no voice.
Phenomenon.
Nigga, I'm bigger than Kanye, nigga. What do you mean, nigga? I'm bigger than Kanye. Nigga, I'm bigger than Wesley Snipes. Nigga, I'm bigger than Forrest Whitaker. Nigga, all of them. Nigga, what are you talking about? Nigga, Kanye bigger than me. Nigga, you.
So when you see these words that he's saying, and, I remember in the beginning when he first went on his rants, it kind of bothered me. But now it's just sort of like, whatever. He's going to say what he says. I'm going to go have lunch. Whether he said it or...
And you're going to make your money off the culture.
Or not, my lunch is still going to taste the same. And that was just a growth that I had to go through of...
Vlad be sitting back, you dumb nigga, it's too late. I'm rich already off you. I'm rich already off you, you dumb nigga, it's too late.
Letting other people's words affect me. Now, I understand that there's repercussions for my words, and I can't...
Yeah, you understand. Them boys black, both of y'all.
If I say something to you, I can't control your emotions. But with me...
Hey, man, y'all leave the car. Who that was? Gene, you didn't beat him up. Somebody beat him up, man. Gave him about 2 black eyes, man. Gave him 2 black eyes and messed his face up there. Who that was, y'all? I forgot who that was. They beat him up one time before.
I realized I needed to grow up a little bit and not take words quite so seriously and not let myself be triggered with actions and so forth. And you also got to think, when the whole Farrakhan thing occurred.
Vlad sitting back in his mansion laughing at us, man. Smoking a fat one.
You got to remember where we were as a world. This was 2020.
COVID.
Right when COVID was hitting.
Yeah.
Everyone was triggered.
Man, you gonna blame dissing Farrakhan on COVID? Man, you don't get out of here, man. This man is the worst, man. The man want to blame it on COVID.
Everyone was stressed out.
Man, shut up, man. Everybody was doing all right, man. All them checks was coming in, man. Man, come on, man. People get more money than ever, man. You the only one. Man, is you crazy, man? You wasn't stressed. You said what you felt. Vladimir, whatever your name is.
I don't care who you are. Nobody was in the right state of mind at that point. Am I right?
Right.
The world had shut down.
Nigga, what it did? I'm just happy, man. I'm happy you're here, man. I'm happy I got this interview, man. This gonna make me go up, boy. Yeah.
Everyone was wearing masks. Everyone was worried about dying. We all had friends who were dying. DJ K-Slay died. That was my friend. 3 people I interviewed died from COVID. And, you know, I was not in my right state of mind at the time. And I think the world was also very much elevated in terms of being triggered at the time. So, yeah.
Vladimir, man, listen, man. Nobody is listening to nothing Vladimir talking about, man. What is wrong with this dude, man? This dude got 100 excuses for everything, man. Hey, man, I just came to bring y'all that on the red face Santa Claus. Like, share, and subscribe. And make sure y'all go over there and watch Willie D. And Vladimir, he gonna take his money, man. Y'all keep watching, man. He gonna get more dye and more dye. Boy got a room full of red dye like Diddy had the baby oil. For real, they coming to get you. Hey, I'm just right. Hey, like, share, subscribe. Follow me on all my platforms, y'all. You rocking with the realest platform on the man. This nigga beard is distracting me, man. The dude beard is. You rocking with the realest platform on the planet. Hood Talk News. I'm out.
Yo. Fuck that shit. We on.
We gon' do what?
We come through this bitch hitting harder than core. Most of the bullshit we tend to ignore. Most of these niggas be snitching, these bitches be tricking for Gucci, Bass, Fendi, Dior. Tip to my shooter, he scrap out the door. We turning up just to even the score. We independent, no label, no handing, no favors. That mean we be getting back more. Money goes up, she be dropping it more. Labels be sweating, be knocking on doors. I ain't no slave, you a hater, be turning the tables. Just know who we doing this for. Them niggas that will come through your front door. Just know we tryna get them so much more. We sitting at the table like fuck a favor. If not, what we doing this for? Don't make a move cause you bound to get shot. Ain't no one out here want issue for clout. Don't want no issue, not with you, they dish you. Won't undo the pain, mama feel if I die. Don't need my little broski asking a why. Tell my homies I stay sober, they high. What would you do if they crewing up on us like, ooh, sucker shit can't fly. I avoid getting high, beauty of the naked eye. On point, no lie, real G, stay low key. I told all my homies we gon' make it home alive. Unapologetic, we don't apologize. The niggas I know they gon' ride. Any problems, we gon' hit up the guys. Fuck you haters, I'm the one you despise.